Welcome back to another video. We've done League 2 and now we'll go on to League 1. Yeah, it was controversial to say the least. But gone viral, if you count 120 views as viral. Controversial, that Salford guy probably just salty. I put them in 10th, which to be honest with you. Based on the signings they've done so far, 3 of the 4 players they've signed don't even have market values on the transfer market. And the other guy, Jay Bird, didn't score a single goal in half a season in League 1. I don't League 1, but like, no, do you know what I mean? But yeah, we're going to go for it again. I've also added a managing star player because I know more about League 1 than I do in League 2. Let's go. I sound boring here, but I have gone for Aston Woodland to come last. Then Johnny Jackson's a good boss, but Matthew Stevens, when he fell out of, it wasn't great to be fair towards the end of the season. He wasn't scoring as many goals as like he maybe should have been. And I think naturally the best players going, like Nerfield's gone to Bradford, Teddy's gone to Wickham. I could see, and obviously their keeper was on loan. Hot Bottle, that centre half's good, but I think Aston Woodland are going to really struggle to make a step up. And I think for the past 2 years in a row, the new promoted the playoff winners have gone straight back down from this league, and I could see that definitely keeping the same. So for me, I think Aston Woodland are going to come at the bottom of the table. And joining them, I've gone Peterborough. The fact that they consistently lose their best players on a constant basis is a joke. Darren Ferguson, I don't think is that good of a gaffer, in my humble opinion. Collins is our star player. You've only got Collins and Mothersill. That's the only really good, proper good players. Because Kipriano's left on a free. Poppy's left on a free. Ricky J. Jones is left on a free. Steers left on a free. It's a change, you can say. We saw what happened last year with Burrows and Edwards. They got off their fees. This time Hughes is a decent signing, but no. That's going to be Peterborough's best signing. There's like 7 other players, and they're all going. And I bet they're all going to be from like Chester or something like that. God, I don't care. The comments are going to be like, "You've got to back your club." I can't know. We're the 3rd worst side in the league, in my opinion, and I wouldn't even call Reece Cole a star player because now that Mitchell's gone, Clayton Orient, we've not got a star player. Like, our squad's bad. That's what it is. I'm not going to call McGuinness a star player when he's way too inconsistent. Well, Stevens is fair, but like, this is the thing. Like, these clubs down here, they're inconsistent, and I can't see it. The signings have been okay, but clubs that you think should be around us are making good signings. We're making business, but it's not outstanding. But it's not players. It's not top art. It's not players that are gonna. They're good players, and I think our squad to come 22nd is probably better than Bristol Rose doing down last year. But I just think the fact that like we're not signing enough good quality players. Like Wareham's a good signing to be fair. It's the kind of striker I'd want to partner with McGuinness. But he better be starting because if he's on the bench it might as well just end the season straight away. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm putting Exeter. I think we'll go down with Northampton Town. I've got a good manager. Well, it's okay manager. Cameron McGeehan's a good player to be fair, but I could see him definitely losing them to a top half League 1 team. Overall, I feel like again I think the league. I definitely think teams at bottom. Even though I think the bottom 2 are definitely the worst 2 teams in the league. For me, Peterborough and Aston Woodland. But I think apart from that, like, I think Northampton's definitely better than Crawley. I could see. Well, I'm not sure what we've factored in points because you look at the bottom of the table. There's a lot of teams that are just dangling around, you know. But Northampton, I don't think they're a bad side. I just think there's just teams better out there, and the signings haven't been bad, but it set the world on fire. Okay, so just staying up, Lincoln City for me at 20th, which is a surprise because they've got players like Eraham and McConnell and Collins. But for me, they've not got a best manager. I think Skubala is not bad as a manager, but he's not great. And O'Connor has gone to Reading. Rowan has gone to Huddersfield. Defence is a very strong part for Lincoln. And I was just like, no, their two best defenders have gone. And attack when you're not great going forward, which let's be honest, they haven't been for like years now. I genuinely think Lincoln will have I think there'll be a big drop off, and I think they'll be lucky to stay up. And at 90, I've gone Rotherham, who I think are in a bit of a. I just think they're going in a downward trajectory. I don't see reason for improvements at Rotherham. I just don't. Like, yeah, they could sell Nombe, but I don't see what. I just don't know. I just don't. I could see why they sell them, but it's Rotherham. They're not going to get anyone who's that good to come in and replace them. Let's be honest. I can't see Rotherham. I just think, and I think definitely teams at bottom up. I think teams coming up are very strong. Like Rotherham will fall down the table. When you are mid-table, you're going to keep your position or you fall down. Very slim chance. There's a very slim chance that you can keep that where you can actually improve. Unless you've got like, proper ambitious owners, which Rotherham haven't. Let's be honest. They've not got Stockport, Leyton Orient, no, like Wrexham owners. Rotherham, don't have so much ambition here. I feel like same could be said with Wigan. I could definitely see them becoming a mid-table side. I don't think they'll go down. Wigan aren't going to go down. I think they'll get like low 50s ish. Sam Tickle, it might leave, and Wigan's which if they did would not be great. Wigan are only really good defensively. I'll be honest. Like, going forward, they were a mess. They were an absolute mess. Going forward, they're not a mess. That Osamoa guy, is it Osamoa? Whatever, number 37, I think it's Osamoa, but he's quick. He's quick, but as a strike, as an attacker, he's like one of those wingers, like that Omochere guy, Omochere, can't say his name, from Bristol Rovers. They just can't. They're quick, but their shooting it's not great really at shooting. But Wigan, I think Wigan will be safe. Loads of decent managers are proper defensive, 17th, I've gone Port Vale. Like, I think they'll be. I can't see them really, I don't think they'll have that good of a season, but I think they'll be 17th. Darren Moore's a good manager. I think he's one of the best managers I'd say out. I'd say he's the best out of ones that have come up, in my opinion. Like, he's like got promoted Sheffield Wednesday. I know it's via playoffs, but let's be honest. It was like what 90. It was definitely the 90s. It was like high 90s or something. It was like 96, 98. It was something like that. Delage is a good goal scorer, and I think Port Vale will be comfortably safe. Or say comfortably. I could see them definitely. I think they'll be an outsider like all the time, but I think they will. I don't think they'll be involved in the battle. I think they look good. And the signings have been quite good as well. At 60, I've gone for Burton Albion. For me, it's just a lack of good early signings. For me, like they've not. Some teams around them have signed some good players. They've got a very good manager. I think Burton again will have a good season. I think they'll stay up. And I think they'll be mid-table. Good on Burton, good on Burton. I think Stevenage are also going to be in and around mid-table as well. I feel a bit harsh to be honest. I've actually moved them down the table, even though they've made some very good signings. I just think again, the clubs around them have been very good. But I really like this league this year. Well, I might not because Exeter are going down, but if I was as a neutral, I would love this league. It's gonna be so exciting because I think genuinely anyone can beat anyone. Lots of these mid-table teams are gonna be scrapping it out. It'll be very close, I think. And I think Stevenage are gonna be. It's just I think they'll be mid-table. I don't think they've got the best manager to be honest, but yeah, they'll be mid-table for now. At 14th, I've gone for Mansfield Town. Yeah, I can't see them really. I think they're doing good signings. I can't see them pushing for playoffs. I think it's a bit too ambitious. But Clough is a good manager, so you never know. I was worried, to be fair, at one point for Mansfield Town. I was really worried. But with the signings that they've made, I think they'll be comfortable mid-table. Could fish on playoffs in future years, to be honest. Although then I don't think players like Luke Roberts are really going to stay many years because they're 13 and they probably come here just for a little while. They'll probably only be here for like 2 years and they'll go off to like Stevenage or someone. I think Mansfield will be mid-table. That's it. Doncaster Rovers come in at 13th. McCann's a great manager. McMullen is a very good player. They're missing a few people. They're missing Street. They're missing Sharman Lowe, which Street they could still, but I don't see why Lincoln would give him away. And Sharman Lowe has gone to Bolton, but the signings are going to be good. Like that. Okay, I forgot who they signed now. Anyway, they've been good signings. I looked at it yesterday, by the way. That's when I looked at his signings and everything yesterday. But I still have a good memory of who's next because my words. These predictions, by the way, I didn't say this at the start, but I didn't. They're going to be more there's a good chance they're going to be more controversial than last time. And this next one, let's just say, Swansea fans are going to like this. Yeah, I genuinely think Cardiff will be mid-table, and I think they'll be 12th. It's such a mess off the pitch. I don't think you really a little mess off the pitch. Callum Chambers, I'll say that word. Do you know how much money is going to be on? Because I know it'll be a lot. It'll be a lot. Barry Murphy is a manager. Someone's got no experience. I think the best player is Perry Young. Or I think that's how I said Perry Young. Or something like that. It's definitely not Perry NG. I know that. He's definitely a championship quality player. Like a championship, there's a very good chance of coming in and signing him. No, I don't see it with Cardiff. I don't see it. Like, you're lucky. I genuinely think the fact that you got 44 points last season, a lot of your best players have gone. No. And it's not much better for Wycombe, to be honest. Mike Dodds, to be fair, I think he's got a bit too much slack. But when Koenig could leave, what have you got then? Exactly. Hanlan has left. I don't know if it's Doncaster or Bradford he joined, but I'm pretty sure it's one of them two. I think it was Bradford, but I could be wrong there. It might not have been Bradford or Doncaster, I don't really know. But I think Wycombe will be mid-table. But I don't think they'll push the playoffs, but to be fair, for a club like Wycombe, that's always a decent finish as well. Not a big club, fan owned as well, which I like Wycombe because they are fan owned, but I don't think they'll do much. 10th I've gone for Leyton Orient. Galbraith is their star player, but he might not be there. To be honest, by the time this video comes out of recording, he might have already gone. I know Sheffield United, Swansea, and Huddersfield that are all linked with him. Richie Wellens is a good gaffer. I just think they're going to drop off, and it's on Mitchell as well. I just think they're going to drop off because they've not got Kelman or Donnelly. And especially, I'm going to put emphasis on Kelman. That is a very difficult miss. It's going to be very difficult to get him back. So, or to get anyone as good as him who's going to willing to come to this level. So, for me, I don't think Orient are going to get playoffs again. I think they're ran though. They're going to get some random loans in from London, from like Tottenham and teams like that. Tottenham, West Ham, and them kind of teams. Like Leyton Orient are not going to be a mid-table fighting relegation. Or mid-table? It's tough. It's kind of. I could see them getting like 66, 67 points. But missing out. At ninth place, I've got the Tykes. Are they the Tykes? Just checking. Yes, they are the Tykes. Yeah, Barnsley. It's an odd one. I think the points of Conor Hourihane and Scaffer. Apparently, they actually played quite well. Results-wise, didn't look like that, but David Keeler-Dunn is definitely their star player. Yeah, Connell, Phillips, they're good players to be fair, and Russell as well. They're good players, but yeah, I think Barnsley 9th because they won't push for playoffs, and we've got 8 teams left. I'm trying to go in alphabetical. It's very difficult to think alphabetical. I think it's Blackpool, Bolton, Bradford, I'm trying to get alphabetical order. Sorry. Huddersfield, Luton, Plymouth, Reading and Stockport. Might have missed one out there, but we'll go with it. Okay, right. Let's go on to yeah, Bradford City. They're my dark horses. I'm not even just saying this is a big club. The signings, they've already got Kavanagh, Poynton. It's good attacking. There's Humphreys, Hanlan. I think it was Hanlan that they signed. Pennington, Toure. Good, really good signing. They're simple signings like them. You don't have to go in and sign, players that have played Championship. If you sign simple players that are good at this level, you can do well. And that's exactly what Bradford have done. They've not gone and just signed everything. They've not gone and went on a same spending spree. They've been smart with it. Bradford could honestly be in Championship in a few years, and that's not even an exaggeration. I've been really impressed by Bradford. Really impressed. And I think Plymouth will miss out. And honestly, it's not even biased. I genuinely think they're going to have seventh as well, and just miss out playoffs. Cleverly, I don't see it with Cleverly. I don't see it with Cleverly. I genuinely think Watford. Whether I'd have sacked, I wouldn't have sacked him. But I don't think it's harsh. I don't think it's harsh at all. And they've already lost Binder on a free. They've lost Hardy for only 800,000, which isn't much. Let's be honest. I genuinely think these aren't going to get playoffs. Genuinely. They're definitely not going to go up and win league. I'll tell you that. And if they do, well, I look like a clown. But I also prove that maybe Cleverly's a good manager, so I will still look like a clown. But I can't. Realistically, I can't go and say they win the league unless it's 100% guaranteed, which it's not. So, can I probably even get playoffs? And that's what I've said. At sixth place, I've gone for Bolton Wanderers. Got Schumacher as the gaffer, Aaron Morley as I've listed Morley as a star player, which is up for debate. For me, Sam Dalby and the dude Sean Lowe, they're two very good signings. I also think Bolton have definitely scammed Championship clubs. Well, I know it technically wasn't them, but they've scammed Championship clubs with Santos and Baxter, just getting them gone on free to Championship clubs. It's quite funny because I don't think any of them actually that good. But also the big miss for them is Aaron Collins, which it's a big miss. For £1 million, because I think it was. I'm not sure if it was £1 million. No, I don't think it's that much. But either way, you've got to imagine it was like a decent sum of money. Bolton could spend that seriously. If Dalby's going to be that starting striker, which it's a record that he had in Scotland, he definitely could be. Then they could just get a good score. What with that? Do you know what I mean? Or save it. I think Bolton, I think for me will be. Bolton for me are going to be definitely playoffs. I think they underachieved last time. For me, they're getting them this year. I think it'll be very high standard though. At fifth place, I've got Stockport County. I definitely think they'll could be higher, but I don't think out of what we know at the moment, I won't put them because like other clubs have been more smart in transferring it already. But Stockport are going to pull out a really good move. Law's a very good player. Chandler's a good manager. When I do my official predictions, Stockport might move up a couple of places. I think I'll definitely. I could see him definitely moving up to third, but for now, with what we know at the moment, I will put them fifth. At fourth place, I've gone with Reading. I think the manager is. Oh, I think the manager's good. He's not as good as Sellers, but he's still a good manager. Lewis Wing he's a good player. Harvey Nibbs is good. Maybe Harvey Nibbs is their star player. You could debate with that, but Reading now they've got the owner situation sorted. They will be up there, I think. And I think they will get there this year. I don't think they're strong enough for automatics, but they're looking good, Reading. They're looking good. So the final three teams are Blackpool, Huddersfield, and Luton. I've got for Blackpool to come third place. Steve Bruce is the gaffer. Ashley Fletcher's the player now. Sonny Kerry's gone. I don't know. Blackpool have done you've been very smart, and I think Bruce has shown what he can do this team. They signed Igwe from Wednesday. They've signed that what's his name? Actually, what's his name? Horsfall from Stockport. They've signed. I'm blanking because I keep forgetting this kind of stuff. But yeah, Blackpool look good. Like Blackpool, they look good, and I could see them giving Huddersfield and Luton a run for their money. So yeah, for me, Blackpool are going to come third, and my second place is Luton, which means that I have Huddersfield in the league, but we'll talk about Luton for now. Bluefield's a good gaffer, and Asgard is a good signing, I think. Well, Asgard's not a good signing. Oh my god, he's a good player, definitely. I would say Asgard's their star player. Now that Morris is gone, I would say Asgard. And I think with that front three, because if Adebayo stays, then that's a front three of Asgard, Adebayo, and Ali. And I've had enough of this Ali standard. He's a pace merchant and stuff. He's a great player. I'm not saying that from an Exeter fan. He is a top half championship player with ease. He's very good. So is Asgard, to be honest. I still think defensively, Mark McGuinness is great. I have questions about the other defenders though, if they are, because this is assuming that Luton are going to come up and want to be like a championship team for years on end. Which, look, my defense is definitely going to be. I think the whole squad's definitely going to be good at the moment for League One, but I don't think they could not make any changes and they might still get promoted. But no, Luton for me, yeah, second place. And my league winners at the moment are Huddersfield Town, Lee Grant. Yeah, he's unproven gaffer, and Joe Taylor is not their best player. One of his signings is like Lowe or Harness or Ledson, but that just proves the signings that they've made have been really good. Ledson from Preston, Wallace from Millwall, Harness from Ipswich, Rowan from Lincoln, Lowe from Wickham, Feeney on loan from Villa. Really good stuff, Huddersfield. They sorted the players that they had to. The link to Galbraith, I think, is very close to signing. Nathan Lowe is also very close to signing. It's dumb. I don't think any team would have a chance of honestly being Luton's title back in like early June. But now, here we have one. Huddersfield Town. It's got 23 minutes then, so but ladies and gentlemen, like, subscribe, do please. Yeah. Last video went viral. Hopefully we can double that. That's a bit exciting. But yeah. See you all later. Goodbye.